Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Nisha this side. So I keep getting this question all the time that how do I manage my 9 to 5 with my content creation? And for people who don't know where I work at Kotak Securities as their senior design manager and I've been creating content for almost 2 years now, the very same time when I joined Kotak, and I also have made a lot of mistakes, a lot of trials and errors I have done throughout my content creation journey. And in this video, we are going to talk about how you can also do content creation without leaving your 9 to 5 jobs. And I'll share everything that I've learned throughout this journey and what are the things that I did to make it easier for me to do it myself as well. So let's go. So, just for your reference, I've actually noted down all the things here in my diary, which, by the way, also helps if you just write down your basic script on paper. It helps get you shoot a little faster. So, extra tip. The first thing that I was doing wrong when I started my content creation journey was that I overwhelmed myself like anything. So I was creating content for, let's count it together. I was creating content for my design Instagram account, my design YouTube account, my lifestyle Instagram account, my lifestyle YouTube account, my art YouTube account, and the LinkedIn account that I have. So in total, 6 accounts I was running, so you can imagine the chaos. And I think where all of this was coming from was that I wanted to do everything, that too all at once. I wouldn't say that there is anything wrong with that, but considering that I was doing my 9 to 5 job as well, I sure had limited time. So this was quite difficult for me to manage. So the first thing that I did was actually I cleared my plate because it was full like anything. And now I have narrowed down my focus on a few accounts, which is now my design Instagram account, my lifestyle Instagram account, this YouTube account, and my LinkedIn account. Once in a while, I do that. So main focus is still only on 3 accounts, and the fourth one, once in a while, I do it because I like to do all these things. So I'm able to manage like 4 accounts. But if you are just starting out, I would say that you start with only one. You don't have to even start with four. Just start with one. Simple. The second thing that I fixed was the consistency. So earlier, I thought that consistency means that I have to post every single day. That too, I was trying to do it for 6 accounts. So you can imagine how difficult it was getting for me. And the days when I couldn't post for all the accounts every day, it made me feel sad, it made me feel frustrated, it made me doubt myself, which obviously was not healthy. And then one day I think I came across a reel which was telling that consistency could also mean once a week, right? So it doesn't have to be every day. I think that fixed a lot for me. So now I don't focus on posting every day. I still am consistent, but the definition of it does not necessarily now mean every day. So here's a before and after of how my posting schedule looked like. So you can clearly see that earlier I was trying to put out 26 posts every single week, and now it has reduced to 16 posts a week. I know it still sounds a lot, but to me for now it's manageable. You don't even have to do 16. If you're just running one single account, you can post every day. Depends on the bandwidth that you have. You can also decide to post once in 2 days or even once a week, but just then do it every week. Just stick to the schedule. The next thing that I had to fix was my routine, the plan, which honestly I had none before. तो ऐसा कंटेंट क्रिएशन का कोई स्पेसिफिक टाइम नहीं था, अगर मुझे अभी टाइम मिल रहा है तो मैं वो कर दे रही हूँ, बिकॉज आई वाज ट्राइंग टू पुट आउट सो मेनी पोस्ट और सो मेनी अकाउंट्स, तो मैं काफ़ी देर देर रात तक जागती थी. फॉर श्योर इट वॉज इम्पैक्टिंग माई हेल्थ. देयर वॉज नो रूटीन as such going on, so it was quite a chaos that was going on. But I sure was very confident about the fact that I didn't want to continue this in 2026. So what did I do? I sat down and I made a schedule for when am I supposed to work on my content creation. Considering that the limited window or time that I have, I also need to give other aspects of my life a little bit of time, like taking care of my health, making sure that I'm having good sleep, right? That also requires that enough time. So now I have a specific window of 2-3 hours where I work for my content creation, irrespective of if I'm able to pull it off or not within that hours. I make sure that I move to the next schedule, move to the next plan. This allows me to actually stay consistent because now I'm not getting sick quite a lot. So I think I'm saving up a lot of time on that as well. So I would suggest for you that make a schedule, make a routine. Don't do it ad hoc. It may look like that it is being productive right now, but over a certain period of time, it's gonna impact you in some way for sure. It did to me. The next thing that I would stress on is, and something which really helps me stay consistent with my social media, with my 9 to 5 job, is actually not overthinking my editing. Oh my god, I can't stress on this enough. Because आप जब नया नया शुरू करते हो ना, so you want everything to be perfect. It takes time for you to embrace the imperfection in your content, and sometimes people end up relating with that more than the perfection that you are trying to show टू पीपल. सो मेरा बहुत सारा टाइम सिर्फ छोटे छोटे रील्स को परफेक्ट करने में चला जाता था, एंड पुटिंग आउट लाइक टर्न अराउंड टाइम फॉर अ सिंगल वीडियो वाज वेरी लाइक इट वाज टू मच. तो वेयर आई वाज प्लानिंग टू पुट आउट 26 पीसेस ऑफ कंटेंट एवरी वीक. लाइक यू कैन इमेजिन, एक तो वैसे ही मैं बहुत ज़्यादा ओवरवेलम कर रही थी, उसके ऊपर मैं एक एक वीडियो पे इतना ओवर थिंक कर रही हूँ. सो इट वॉज क्वाइट डिफिकल्ट. सो I would suggest that you don't overthink editing. Now I have stopped doing that. Now I stick to very basic editing. Even in this video, you'll see there are no crazy transitions. There are no crazy audios happening, nothing. And when you stick to basic, I can really focus on the quality of the content that I'm putting out, like the things that I'm really talking about, if the content is good or not. And keeping my editing basic allows me to stay consistent and also put out more pieces of content within the same amount of time. Next thing that people usually do, and I've done it myself, is we end up forcing ideas. You know, when I started with content creation, I used to look for ideas which were worthy of talking about, were worthy of posting anything about, but then finding those ideas usually take a lot of time, and this was getting quite frustrating and daunting. And that too, I was trying to find it for like different niches, for art, for design, for like lifestyle. It was getting super difficult, and this sure is not sustainable when you're trying to do content creation as a side quest. But now I want it to be supernatural. I don't overthink about the ideas. I talk about anything and everything that I can. For example, things that I'm feeling, any thought, if I had, if I found out something, if I have experienced something, if I would want you to let something know about me or my life or in general, like these things, because these are the things that are very natural to me. So yeah, this is my suggestion to you as well. Don't force ideas. Talk about the things that you actually like, things that actually relate to yourself. Don't try to put out a picture that you're not, because you will not be able to sustain it for long. The next thing which tremendously helped with my content creation, putting down on my setup. जो लोग बोलते हैं ना कि अच्छा तगड़ा सेटअप लगाने से अच्छा कंटेंट, जरूरी नहीं अच्छा कंटेंट बने, सत्य बोलते हैं. बट मेरे केस में ऐसा नहीं था कि कंटेंट अच्छा नहीं बन रहा था, लेकिन वो सेटअप करने में इतना ज्यादा वक्त लग जाता था कि आप ट्राइपॉड लगाओ, फिर उस पर कैमरा लगाओ, फिर उसके ऊपर उस पर माइक लगाओ. देन आई यूज्ड टू पुट लाइटिंग्स एंड सेटअप, एंड देन उसके बाद अगर गलती से वीडियो में कुछ गड़बड़ हो जाए, रीशूटिंग इट वाज क्वाइट अ chaos. So this is one thing that I eventually stopped doing. So now if you look at my setup, it's super simple. I either use my iPhone or use my Pocket 3, which is just right in front of me now. There's no other random lighting going on. This is my normal tube light going on, or sometimes it's sunlight, so वो हो जाता है. Nothing crazy that I'm doing, because it's such a small setup. 5 मिनट में लग जाता है. So even if something goes off या फिर कुछ रिकॉर्ड नहीं हुआ, कुछ बीच में कट गया, it's very simple to just do the setup again and just shoot it within like next 5 minutes. So tremendously cutting down on my setup was extremely important for me. And honestly, I kid you not, this is a drawer full of my shooting stuff. There are like 5 tripods going on, 100 lights, so many cameras, there's a gimbal, there's a mic, there are so many lenses. I'm not using any of those. It's just my DJI Pocket 3 right now, and yeah, that's it. It's easier now. So don't run behind any fancy setups. Stick to basic. And the last suggestion that I'll give you, and probably the most important one, is setting up boundaries. I do not bring my office work home. I do not take my content creation work at office. As simple as that. And don't worry, setting up boundaries doesn't mean that you're being rude. This is you being professional and you being respectful. Because I have this healthy relationship with my work and my content creation as well, I get to enjoy both. So, overall, if I had to summarize how I manage my 9 to 5 with my content creation and how you can do that as well, is A, by having routines, plans, and schedules for your content creation. B, keeping your turnaround time for your videos very low by simplifying your setup or not overthinking ideas, forcing ideas, or not overthinking edits. Just stick to basics. And the third and the most important one is keeping very clear boundaries, respectful boundaries for both, for your 9 to 5 as well, and for your content creation as well. So, if you are someone who is creating content right now or is planning to start creating content, keeping your 9 to 5 job with you, try adopting a few of these things yourself. You don't have to make these mistakes yourself, you can learn from mine. If you would like me to talk more about content creation and would like to know anything else about content creation, do let me know in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.